Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's pick a card reading, we are asking, will you see positive changes in your life soon? Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps below, which will take you to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book a session with me, so if someone ever reaches out to you to book a session, that is not me. All right. Spirit, today we are asking, will you see positive changes in your life soon? Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1, you have unicorn, and you have the Rhyolite crystal. Pile number 2, you have vulture, and you have the red Jasper crystal. Pile number 3, you have golden egg, and you have the flower agate crystal. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the Rhyolite crystal, and your card is the unicorn. So I'm getting a few things with this unicorn. First of all, I feel like you've been going through a very difficult time, and the unicorn is showing up right now to give you a sense of comfort and also to let you know that definitely growth is possible here. So absolutely, this is a sign that you should not give up. Especially if you have a vision about something. I mean, don't give up, period. But if you have a vision about something that you want to do in your life, something you want to create in your life, what this is telling me is that your vision is possible. Like, it's possible to actualize that vision. It's possible to move forward with that vision, because I'm seeing growth, and I'm seeing that what might need to happen is kind of pinpointing a specific direction or figuring out a specific point that seems to be missing from something. Okay, and we'll get more about that as we go on. So, because there seems to be a solution or relief that is within reach, but you're not seeing it yet, or it's not clear enough yet, something like that. So I'm hearing, definitely listen to your intuition, and if you can, try to get creative about things. So possibly thinking outside the box could help you, okay? But I'm definitely seeing transformation and growth here with this card. So that is good news for you. Okay, let's look at your other cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? We are asking, will pile number 1 see positive changes in their life soon? We have seed and new moon. So absolutely, this is, excuse me, if you've ever seen my videos before where I have to clear my throat or I start coughing, typically that means that there's something stuck, as it just kind of happens out of the blue. So what I'm feeling here is that there seems to be energy that is stuck somewhere in your life, which of course that could be simply that you're feeling stuck and you're not sure what to do, right? Okay, so we're going to look at that. But what I'm seeing here and what I said here, there seems to be something that's very close to you, okay? An idea or a project or a transformation. All of these things seem to be very close to you. And then here you have seed and new moon. Okay, number 3. So what I'm seeing here is there's kind of a transformation. There's growth. Okay, look at all the growth here. So growth of an idea, transformation and movement forward with something that it seems to be this thing is already an idea that you have formed, or something maybe from your past that you're going to revisit, something like that, okay? And for some of you, this could be something brand new, but it seems like there is at least a piece, like an element or something at the very least that is somehow connected to what you've done in the past, or a passion you have, or an idea that you have, something like that, okay? And it seems like all it's going to take is a little bit of ingenuity and creativity to really bring about this transformation, okay? You have the butterflies on this card. So absolutely, yes, you will see positive changes in your life, okay? Let's continue on and see what else we have here. And the number 3 could be significant too, right? So this could be 3 days. This could be 3 weeks, 3 months. It could be March, okay? It could be the 3rd of any month, okay? So it could be April 3rd. It could be June 3rd. Okay, so any month, okay? That's definitely possible. It could also be with the new moon, okay? So that's something that's possible as well. And here we have creation and full moon. Look at how beautiful this card is. This is amazing. Now, what's interesting here is that you have the hummingbird. Now, the hummingbird always knows where to go to find nectar. They know which flowers to go to. They know which direction to go. You know, they just instinctively know where to get their nutrition from. Okay. And there, with this card, there's, and also creation. So there's definitely something that it's like, see, if you look at this person here, it's like you're speaking something into the universe. Maybe you need a little bit of guidance, okay? So in that case, this hummingbird could be your spirit guide, you know, representing, showing you where to go. This could be you asking the universe for guidance, and here's your spirit guide showing up saying, okay, follow me. I know exactly where to go. Now, it seems like there's something that you're trying to do, something you're trying to bring to life, okay? Because you have seed and then you have creation, which goes together so well. This could definitely be something creative for you, especially because you have the unicorn and then creation. And even with just the unicorn card, I was getting creativity. So that creativity could mean that you have something creative going on that you're trying to bring to life, or it could mean that you need to get creative about a solution. Okay, so that's definitely possible as well. So we will get some more information as we go along. Okay, what else would you like to tell us for pile number 1, please? These are your 2 cards. Okay. Individuality. And look, you have another butterfly here. Absolutely. So with individuality, what I'm seeing here is that you have a great idea. You have, and I'm really leaning toward this is something creative. Now, creative can be a lot of different things, right? If you want to start your own business, really, no matter what that business is, it takes a bit of creativity to do that, right? So maybe you're an entrepreneur. Maybe you are an artist or a singer. Maybe you're a fashion designer. Maybe there's something with flowers that you're wanting to do. Okay. Yeah, maybe you're wanting to do something with flowers here. That's coming up pretty strong because you have all the flowers here as well. So with the individuality, what Spirit is saying is that you have a great idea, okay? You have a lot of aspects to your personality, a lot of aspects to your whatever this idea is, it holds a lot of value, okay? A lot of people would be interested in what you have to offer, in what you have to say, okay? In a product or a system or a thought, an idea, anything that you want to bring into the world, other people will see value in this. They will see value in you. So Spirit says to keep moving forward, try to really focus on what this idea is and try to figure out a way to bring it to life, okay? Because don't forget you have seed here, which is your idea, and then creation, so bringing your idea to life, okay? And it seems to be something that might be a little bit unique, okay? It could be a little bit different. Maybe you're wondering like, oh, you know, this idea is so different. I don't know if it would really gain popularity, but that's how everything gets started, right? So don't be afraid to take a chance on something. So here we have closeness and distance, which is very interesting here. So this, remember, didn't I say something about that here? It seems like something is, what did I say here? I don't remember exactly what I said, but it seems like there's something like really close, kind of just out of your grasp. And it's like trying to figure out that one little piece. It's like, I have this idea, but there's a little piece missing. I can't figure out how to get started, or I can't figure out this one little piece. And until I figure that out, I can't move forward. Okay. So I'm kind of seeing that here, because if you're trying to get from this side to this side, right? There's no bridge here. There's no, walkway or anything like that. So if you take a leap of faith and you just jump and hope that you make it to the other side, you could fall, right? But look here where you're falling into. First of all, there seems to be a safety net down here because there's a boat. Can you see that boat there? And then there's all this water and the birds here. So there absolutely seems to be something going on with possibly like a creative block, okay? So it seems like the solution to your problem could have something to do with getting away from looking at the situation, okay, getting away from it for a little while. So, taking some time away from this particular thing if possible. Maybe having a salt bath, trying to cleanse your energy, trying to cleanse your mind. And so that when you come back and you look at it, you can see things differently. And then, because this is exactly what it seems like, there's just this one little thing to kind of bridge the gap between the idea, the seed, and creating this and bringing it to life. Okay, so let's look at your tarot cards and see what else we can find out for you. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? We're looking at, or we're asking, will pile number 1 see positive changes soon? The Ace of Wands. See, again, this is pointing towards something creative. An idea, the seed, right? Planting the seed. So it seems like you have some sort of idea of what you want to see happen, okay? And it seems like you just don't know how to get started or where to go or, what to do exactly. Because see, there's this house back here, castle, and it's like, I'm holding on to this idea, but I don't know exactly where to take it or what to do, or, there seems to be some kind of confusion. So doing research could be an option for you, Spirit says, looking into things, definitely not giving up on this idea. I'm seeing here that it's a great, great idea that could really take you pretty far, right? Like you can go very far with this idea. So, and it seems to be something that's so unique that would be so valuable. Okay, something that you don't see that often. It could be like a different take on something. So maybe this thing or this idea, whatever it is, has already been done before, but it's somehow unique. Like with the unicorn, right? We've probably all seen a horse before, right? But how many of us have seen a unicorn in real life? Okay, probably not that many of us. So that's what I'm saying. It could be something that's been done before, but there's a new spin on it, a different twist, something like that, that you're putting your own individuality on this particular idea. And that's exactly what is going to take you far with this idea that you have. And it could be that you haven't looked in the right direction. Yeah, that's coming through right now. Something about looking in the right direction, that you haven't done that yet. Okay, now we have the Queen of Cups. It absolutely seems like there's something creative going on here, trying to create something, or, like I said earlier, some of you could be artists or designers, anything creative like that, trying to create something of value. I feel like you want to create a sense of peace and harmony in your life. And I feel like ultimately what this is it's like pulling at your heartstrings. Like there's something about this, you feel like this is what I have to do to be happy in my life. I just have to figure out how to do it. And then, so like this thing, whatever this thing is, this seed here is what will bring these positive changes to your life. Okay. And definitely I keep hearing over and over, intuition, intuition, intuition. So definitely make sure that you're in a clear and open channel for downloads coming in from the universe. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, see, this is what I was just saying. Whatever this idea is, whatever it is that will bring these positive changes to your life, is something that you're going to love doing. You're going to love the movement that you see when you get started with this particular thing. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness and just really balance. I feel like it's going to bring you a sense of stability that you haven't really felt in your life for either a while, or possibly you've never felt this for some of you. Okay, what else do we have here? The Three of Cups. Look at all your cups here. This is amazing. So I do see some kind of celebration happening here. Okay, so will you see positive changes in your life soon? Absolutely. The Three of Cups is showing positive changes. It's showing a celebration. It's showing kind of a time out from things as well. So taking a break from things. So this can indicate like you having great success and then taking a break, right? And celebrating that success. This can also be showing that how you get here, okay? How do you get here is exactly what I said earlier when Spirit was showing me that it could do you a great service to kind of get away from this for a little while, from the anxiety, the constant thoughts, or the worry, or, wondering, how's this going to work? Is it going to work? When is it going to work? And trying to extract yourself from that, okay? And going out and doing something fun and relaxing can then open up your creative center and help you get on this path much quicker than if you're constantly staring at it and saying, I can't figure it out. And it's just increasing that level of frustration. Because you're so close Okay, you're so close to whatever this is. So definitely Spirit says don't give up. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, see, this is what I was saying. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of worry. This poor owl here is actually crying. But the thing is with the Nine of Swords is that this typically does not happen, right? This is kind of in our minds, and our greatest fear, our greatest worry typically does not come to fruition, okay? And I think part of the frustration is that this idea, it's like whatever this is that you want, you're so close to you. It's so close, but there's a little piece that's missing, and it's almost like the more you focus on that little piece, the more frustrated you get, and the more you cannot see it, right? Does that make sense? Okay, then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So look here, this bird has a seed, okay? And we talked about the seed here. Another thing, this is number 3, and this you have the 3 here, okay? So 33, number 3, that could mean something to you. 3 o'clock, you know, anything like that with 3s, you might be seeing 33. That's definitely possible. So you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, right? So you have this great idea, something that's going to make you very, very happy, and something that requires effort, requires thought, requires determination. But what's missing, right? That's the thing. There's a little tiny piece that's missing. That's what I've been saying. And look, you have it here. You have the seed here. And you have the seed here, which leads to creation. So this card represents what I've been saying since the beginning of this reading. So, will you see positive changes in your life soon? Absolutely. You just need to, this little tiny piece here is what you need to move forward. The Four of Cups. Okay, now this is an interesting Four of Cups, to me anyway, because in the more traditional Four of Cups, or, you know, the other decks that are more traditional than this one, I mean, this is still a traditional style, but anyway, so typically there's a person sitting here by the tree. A lot of times they're looking down, they're feeling, a lot of times there's a feeling of maybe depression or hopelessness or just not wanting to deal with anything, right? But here, okay, we have this lion that looks like it's really, really focused on something, okay? And from where I am, this angle, it looks like the lion is looking like right here, okay? So looking at the very bottom of this cup, which again is what I've been saying, there's just this little thing that's missing here. So that's the other thing that I was saying too, is that it seems like you have a piece of this idea already, at the very least. Some of you may know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're like, well, yeah, I have the idea, I just don't know how is it going to happen, okay? Well, what this lion is doing here is the opposite of the Nine of Swords. Here, the Nine of Swords is so stressed out, is so focused on the problem, right, that this owl can't see anything other than the swords, okay? But here, what I'm seeing here is this lion took that time out that I talked about earlier and got the mind fresh and clear so that the lion can receive those downloads from the universe, those psychic downloads, right? And really focus on the intuitive side of things. And then what's happening? Spirit is dropping this cup right into the lion's vision, which is exactly what I was seeing happen with you earlier in your reading here. So and again here, it's like, it's so close to you. It's so close. So I think this closeness means a couple things. I think that you're time-wise not too far away from seeing movement, okay? I also feel like this idea it's almost like literally right in front of you, the solution to this idea, okay? Then we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, this, like I said earlier, this seems to be something that you've had with you for a while. So you've either had this idea of something that you want to create or movement in your life that you want to see happen here. You've either had that idea for a while, and right now in your life, you're finally thinking like, okay, I think this is the time I should make it happen. I would love to see this happen. I just don't know how. Or there's a piece of something from your past that will either help you with this idea or is the key to this idea, or it's a skill or a thought or something somehow connected to this idea. Okay. Now, it's like, do you see the penguin and the little baby here? It's like the universe is nudging you saying, you got this. You're on the right path. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. And again, I mean, look at all your cups. They're like right here. So interesting. Then we have the Six of Wands. This is a great card to have, you know, especially right here in this reading. So what does the Six of Wands mean? This is a victory card. This is victory. And look at here. So the bird here is sitting on this plant, right? And then here, the lion is actually holding the plant, right? So there's movement here. There's movement from having the original idea, planting the seed, creating it, and then seeing it come to life and seeing it blossom here. It's like the lion is crowned in victory here, right? So there's great success here. There is light at the end of the tunnel, movement, reward, all of those things are happening here because your creative spark, your energy started flowing again. There's so much creative energy in this reading. Then we have the Seven of Cups, another creative card. So what I'm seeing here is that, okay, it could be you tried something in the past and it didn't work out. Okay, that's just because it wasn't the best idea, or it wasn't completely formed or something like that, right? So if that happened to you before, Spirit says don't feel discouraged, because you're very creative. You have like creative solutions, creative ideas. Not just that, but there's a lot of ideas that will be coming your way if you just open your mind and let that energy flow in, okay? The other thing I'm seeing here is success with an idea that you have. Great success with some sort of idea, something that's going to transfer from thought process into something tangible that you can hold, or that you can give to someone, or someone can purchase, or something you can take with you in the case of moving from one place to another, okay, whether figuratively or literally, moving from one job to another, moving from one city to another, something like that, right? There's something that you're taking with you. It's going to help transform your life when you get to where you're going. Okay, so it kind of points back to the Six of Cups here, where I saw you taking a piece of the past, whether it's something literally from the past or an idea that you have from the past, and it's somehow going to help you fill your cup with where you're going, whether that's emotionally or creating abundance with a new idea, a new business, a new job, career, whatever that is, right? So yeah, and things are also going to become easier, much easier than what they have been once things start going, once things take off. Here we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, here's your delay here. This is showing me your delay here, trying to figure things out. And it's tough. I see that. It's absolutely tough. It feels like you're up against some kind of battle, okay? And this is what is stressing you out. I see that. And it's like it's so close but so far away at the same time. Now, this is a very simple card, right? As far as what the things we can see here, it's pretty simple. So what are aside from the animals, what is really standing out to me is the water and the moon, right? So intuition, emotions. And it seems like your emotions might be getting the best of you because this is right below the Nine of Swords, which is creating some kind of anxiety. There seems to be a fear of, this is never going to happen. I'm never going to be able to move forward, or I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't, right? So another thing with the water, it's very cleansing, okay? And then we have these rocks in here which can impede the flow of the emotions, the creativity, the intuition. So what needs to happen is we need to remove these rocks so that we can then enjoy the flow, okay? So how do you do that? It's exactly what I was saying earlier with cleansing your energy, taking a break from this, trying to take a deep breath and really trying to allow those downloads to come in from the universe. And I feel like once you do that, that's going to remove these rocks here and things are going to start to flow very quickly for you. Yeah, exactly what I just said. Okay, you have the Sun card here. So there's growth here, there's abundance, there's happiness, there's healing, there's creativity, there's, you know, it's sunshine, fresh air, movement, just all of those things, everything. I'm getting such a great sense of nourishment and accomplishment here. And I just heard this is just the beginning. Okay, just the beginning here. But there's like this amazing sense of relief and accomplishment and also determination. So it's kind of like getting your determination back from how you felt right here. So I feel like this Sun card is showing like you bridging the gap between the past and the future, right? So what do you need to work on right now? The present and figuring out what that little piece is, okay? Yeah, so that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the red Jasper, and your card is the Vulture. Now, this is very interesting to me, okay? Especially given our topic today, which is, will you see positive changes in your life soon? Now, with the Vulture, okay, as you probably know, the Vulture cleans up the environment by feeding on carrion, right? So feeding on carcasses that could normally cause disease and infection in the environment. So what I see going on with you is that something that happened in your life that looks and probably was very disruptive, something that caused a lot of pain, something that caused possibly anger or frustration, anxiety, heartache, tears, all of those things, because something, it seems like, came to an end, okay? But what I'm seeing with this is that was a blessing in, oof, there we go, see, sorry. When that happens, it means that something needs to be cleared away when my throat catches like that and I can't talk. So what I'm seeing here is that something needed to come to an end in your life in order for you to move forward into like either a more positive environment or a new positive direction. So it seems like this was a blessing in disguise, like a dramatic end to something, okay, had to happen in order to clean up your environment, just like the Vulture cleans up our environment out in nature, right? So very, very, very interesting. I am curious to see what your other cards have to say. All right, what else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? This card definitely wants to come out. Okay, what else? Okay. There we go. Let's go with this one first. Okay, this is interesting. So we have creation. This card was actually in pile number 1. Look at the difference here. Look at the difference between these two birds. Do you see the difference? This is so powerful to me. So here, this is representing something that came to an end in your life, okay? Something that wasn't supposed to be there anymore. And trust me, I know how painful that can be, right? You feel like things are out of your control. You wish you could change things, but you can't. You don't know what to do, right? But then look at this card. Look at what is replacing. Okay, you see the energy difference? Do you see the color difference? And when we look at your new card here, which is creation and full moon, look at this person like leaning down toward the hummingbird. It's almost like, oh my gosh, this is such a blessing. I'm so glad that I have this instead of this. Because whatever this was, it's like it was on its last leg. It was a situation that could not be sustained any longer, okay? A person, place, or thing that it was like slowly fading away, like a very slow, painful ending or something like that, that it just needed to be completely cut off so that you can move into this, okay? So what I see happening here is a lot of cleansing and new thoughts, new like fresh ideas, new people, places, things coming into your life that will be replacing not just what was lost here, but replacing any holes and emptiness that were also here, because this is not where you are meant to be any longer. So let's see what else we have for you. Wow, this is gratitude and full moon. Didn't I say that your energy here is very grateful? And now you have this gratitude card here. Look at the power of this person here. Okay, the energy that I'm looking at here, because it doesn't matter, the gender of the person watching this or the gender that we see here, we're looking at the energy, right? So the energy coming from this card is like someone rising, right? Like the phoenix rising, saying, you know what? I'm going to show myself that I'm better than this. And, maybe you want to kind of show this situation over here that you're better too, right? But mostly it's proving to yourself that you deserve better than whatever this was here, okay? So I feel over time there's going to be a sense of great gratitude, immense gratitude, okay? And you have the 2 full moons here. So, will you see positive changes in your life? Perhaps it'll be after a full moon, 2 full moons, right? There's also another thing that's coming up here. Number 7 is traditionally the Chariot card in the tarot deck. So there's absolutely movement away from this and away from those feelings of just that kind of overall unease that I'm feeling by looking at this card, which is absolutely not here at all. Okay. What else would you like to tell us for pile number 2, please? Will pile number 2 see positive changes soon? Is that 3? Yeah, we're supposed to have all 3. Okay. Loneliness, yep. This makes a lot of sense. This is absolutely part of what I was feeling here. It feels like you left part of your heart behind with this situation that came to an end. So, this could be anything. This could be a relationship. This could be a loved one might have passed on, unfortunately. This could be, I think I said the end of a relationship, right? This could be a loved one passing on. This could be losing your job. This could be having to pick up and move somewhere when you weren't ready to do that, right? There's, endless possibilities of what this could actually be. But what I'm seeing, what's going to be happening for you is balance, okay? You see how this person is balancing on this sphere here? So you're going to find your balance. You're going to find your heart again, okay? You're not always going to feel this way. Look at the star. The star is just drawing my attention. Okay, there's a star up here. So I'm feeling like healing is heading towards your direction. And I feel like there's going to be at least 3 areas of your life that change, okay, with this movement. Remember, because this is a movement card here, this gratitude card. So at least 3 areas of your life, you're going to see improvement fairly soon. Things are going to come together. See, I think that's what it is. Things are coming together. Different pieces, different ingredients are coming together to kind of create something that it's like you didn't even know it was possible when you were over here. So I feel like your path is going to be clearing soon. And there's like new things coming into your life. What do we have here? Safety. Okay, this makes sense to me. There was something over here that you could not see that either would have happened had you stayed, or it did happen, but you were kind of dismissive of it, saying, oh no, that's okay. It's, you know, it'll be okay. It'll smooth out. It'll smooth over, right? There was some kind of harm that could have come to you if you would have stayed here. Like things would have gotten worse, okay? And I just heard like you would have felt more lonely staying here than you do right now. Okay, so you're safe now. Okay, you're absolutely safe. Now look, you have another bird. Look at the difference. This one doesn't feel so safe, even though it does help our environment, right? But that's showing us why everything destructed with the situation. And here, it's safety. It literally says safety here. So the other thing that's going on here with this card is not just physical safety, but emotional safety as well. So a release of anxiety, a release of stagnation, and there's growth. Okay, there's also growth happening here. Magic. Ooh, that's interesting. Wow. Let me look at this card for a second. What is happening here? Oh, well, you know what's happening here. So, oh, wow. That is so interesting. So there's, like, as you can see, there's like a hole in this person's chest, and then there's someone holding like a flame right here. So very interesting. So what's happening here with magic, okay, is you've left one thing over here and you're about to step into a whole new world, okay? It is going to require you looking at things a little bit differently. So getting closure to this, if you don't already have closure, then that's something that you could work on that will help you move forward. There's also emotional cleansing that I'm seeing here. And there seems to be like a magnifying glass or something here. So it seems to be like looking at things differently, and it's getting your heart center back, your heart chakra back in working order. Feeling more like yourself is what I'm seeing happen here. So I definitely, a key component, what I'm seeing here is getting closure and cleansing that energy. Okay. And especially cleansing, because the vulture kind of cleanses the environment of potential toxins, right? So I'm definitely seeing that you need to cleanse your energy somehow, whatever that means to you, however you're comfortable doing that, taking a salt bath, going for a walk or a swim, or, you know, whatever it is. So definitely, I feel like once you do that, things are going to start to move forward for you. Okay, what else? Okay, let's take those. Let's start with these. Let's look at these first because they already fell out. Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you here. The Fool card. Yep, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? leaving a situation that was not meant for you, or even, this could even be a state of mind, right? Or it could have been a situation and now this is kind of your state of mind that needs to be cleansed. So you're onto a new journey. That's what we see here. You're onto a new journey. So Spirit says, don't fear the journey. It's going to be so much better for you, and you're safe. Okay. This cat here, and that's where I'm getting the safety from. I don't know why, but it's like safety. Like you're being protected. Like this person is protecting the cat. Okay. And it's like you're being protected on this journey. Now we have the Hierophant. There seems to be, so I heard higher calling for you, but it's also leveling up your energy in general, okay? Spirit is telling me that your energy does not fit with this over here. Your energy fits with this right here, okay? And this had to come to an end in order for you to realize this, because it's almost like you couldn't see your self-worth when you were in this situation. It seems like something was kind of tearing you down, possibly tearing down your self-esteem, tearing down like even like your creativity, your thought process, your even engagement in life in general. I'm feeling like just such a sense of stagnation here. Okay. So, and it's interesting that you have, so this is, you know, making me think of the Death card in the tarot. And then here you have the Chariot card with number 7, right? And then here with Magic, number 21 is the World card. So things are shifting for you. So this is actually a good positive thing. Yeah. And now you have the Temperance card, which is this card right here, number 14. So your loneliness is going to balance out. Okay. Aspects of your life are going to balance out. I'm telling you, these balloons here are representative of things that are coming into your life to replace what was lost here. Okay, there's one that's a little bit further away. There's one that's very close to you, and one that's kind of in between the two. And I feel like all 3 of them are not that far away, but they are going to be spaced out a little bit. But each one is going to help create a little bit more balance, a little bit more safety and security in your life, and that feeling of those things. So yeah, things are going to balance out soon. You're going to feel much better soon. And I feel like you're getting your spark back. Okay. You're coming back to who you're supposed to be. Yep. 10 of Swords, right? Something caused a lot of pain in your life. Okay. And then it left. So this could be like a relationship where somebody did something to you and then they left, right? This could be a job that was so stressful to you and you felt like you were just killing yourself every day to get your work done, and it was so stressful, and then all of a sudden the job left you. So maybe you got fired, or the job closed, or you know, the company closed, whatever it is. This could be a friend. You know, there's limitless possibilities here. I typically talk about things that we can all pretty much relate to, like, you know, a job or a breakup or something like that, just for time, right? So this is coming to an end, right? But look here. You have the broom here, and this person is reaching toward the broom. So there's like, this happened for a reason because it wasn't meant to be there anymore. But there's something so close to you, so close, that's going to change everything. And it's just like, look at how close this balloon is. It's almost the same distance. So something's going to be coming into your life very soon that's going to change things for you. And here we have the 9 of Wands. This is what I was just saying. Something's coming in very, very soon that's going to change things for you. Okay. Spirit says, don't give up. Keep going. Yes, it's painful. We see it here. We see it here. We see it with the loneliness card. And And it's okay. It's okay to have your guard up. It's okay to be cautious. But Spirit says that magic is coming into your life. Things are going to be different now. What's coming into your life now is it's the energy of these things is up leveled. Okay. It's not going to be this anymore. Okay. Yeah, things are like they've shifted so much for you at this point. The Seven of Swords, yeah, absolutely. This makes a lot of sense because there's a fear that you're going to run into something similar to what you had before. So use your discernment, but what Spirit is saying here is that this, okay, whatever this was, see, it's kind of like we see with the Ten of Swords here, how there's another person here who it's like they're getting away with something. It's like they did something and then they're out, right? Which is what I see here. So this situation is done. It's over. It's final, okay? So I feel like you don't have to worry about this anymore, okay? We have the Page of Pentacles, and exactly why you don't have to worry about that anymore is because you're off to bigger and better things. So the Pentacles, this could be a new idea, this could be a new job, this could be a new opportunity, a new direction. Some of you may be moving. This could be health for probably all of you on one level or another. Okay, this might have been a health issue. That you had, and maybe you are being forced into a different direction with your healthcare or your treatment or something like that, which could actually be a blessing in disguise because you might meet someone who can find something that someone else didn't see, or a new treatment or whatever it is, right? A new exercise, something like that. But also the thing I'm seeing with health here is mental health, right? Anxiety, stress, all of those things that were going on here, that's leaving here, right? So this could definitely indicate health, feeling healthier, feeling more vibrant for probably all of you as this situation continues to fade away. So it looks like as you go forward, you may have you will have new opportunities coming into your life. And what Spirit says is just do some research before jumping into something, and that will save you a lot of time and heartache. Exactly here. So here we have the Seven of Cups, and this is probably exactly why I just said that, because you're going to have different options. Certain things are going to look really, really appealing, but they may have a similar energy to what this was over here. So what Spirit is saying is you're absolutely protected going forward, and you're not going to run into this type of situation again unless you ignore red flags. Does that make sense? So really what's coming to you, okay, is an up-leveling of energy, but we have free will. So are you going to accept that up-leveling of energy in your life, or are you going to want to go back to what you just left? Okay, so do you see how that works? How you have all of these beautiful, amazing things coming into your life, but that doesn't mean you have to accept them in your life. Okay, so if these things come into your life and you're feeling like you're not deserving of those things and you reject them, well then yeah, of course you could end up exactly where you were before. But Spirit is showing me that your energy is shifting, your focus is shifting, your mind is shifting. And when these new amazing things come into your life, you're going to say, oh my gosh, this is so much better than what that was, And there's this great sense of gratitude. Okay, then we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, so Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. This is basically what I was just saying. There's like an up-leveling of energy. There's a sense of concentration, a sense of seeing things differently, okay? Dropping things too. This is interesting. I never really saw it this way before. It's because of your reading with the energy that I'm getting, but it's kind of like dropping something. You see how the hand is there like, ooh, I don't want that anymore. And it's kind of like making a choice, okay, which we have choice here, of when you encounter that feeling which could, things that give you a red flag, things that give you a pause, things that make you think of this feeling back here. When you encounter it, Spirit says it's really important that you pay attention and that you immediately release it, or just don't even look at it, right? And wait for that next opportunity, wait for that next idea to come through, because it will. It's almost like as soon as you do that, as soon as you say, ooh, I don't want that, something immediately comes right in to replace it. Then we have the Four of Wands, exactly what I was just saying. So you say, ew, no, I don't want that thing. I'm going to wait for something that feels right. And then here we have a celebration. We have a very, very good foundation, the start to something that's going to last a long time. People coming together, energies coming together that are matching your new energy. Do you see how these energies don't go together, right? Exactly, because this is your past. This is that thing that fell apart, and this is your future. So things are absolutely going to get better for you, and I feel like it's not too far away either. Absolutely, the Ten of Pentacles. Didn't I tell you here it's something that's going to last? It's like this seemed to have some kind of faulty foundation to it, okay? Something that just, it's almost like it was faulty from the start, okay? Here, there's growth, there's happiness, there's stability, there's grounding, there are good people around you, loyal people around you, loyal things around you, things that love you for who you are. So that can literally be people, that could be a relationship, that could be a job, a career, anything. It's like reciprocal, okay, which can be a person, place, thing, anything, okay? And not just that, but this is like, so here with the Four of Wands, we talk about setting a foundation, and here we're seeing the growth of that foundation lasting, okay? Also, if perhaps you lost a job or something, here with the Vulture card, with the Ten of Pentacles is showing that you're going to be making more money than you ever would have over here. So that's good news as well. Okay, now we have the Magician card. So with the Magician card, you have everything that you need to accomplish your dreams, to move forward. And what I feel here is that from all four corners of your life, things are going to start coming together. Things are going to start working together. Okay, kind of like the Temperance card, where all the different ingredients come together and form like this perfect pot of like this new experience in your life, right? The other thing that I'm seeing here, being below the Seven of Swords, is that there's a lot of things going on here. You have the power to reject that does not fit with your new energy. So you have this power, okay? Don't be afraid to say no to things that don't match up with your new energy, okay? And don't be afraid that you're gonna fall victim to things again, because, as long as you pay attention and as long as you say no to things, you won't fall into that same pattern or trap again. The other thing that's really interesting, you have the Magician here and you have magic here. So what I'm seeing here is that this new world, this new life that you're going into, it's gonna really light like a spark in your heart. Like you're gonna feel fulfilled, you're gonna feel loved, you're gonna feel balanced, all of those things. But as these things come in, you're really going to see how things magically align in your life. It's just absolutely interesting. Okay, so we have 4 more cards here. These just, as you saw, fell out of the deck, so we're still going to look at them. I'm going to put them kind of on the side here. These are upside down. Let's put it this way. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, so it seems like you're going to have a decision that's coming in your life pretty soon here. And as I said earlier, because we talked about that over here with the Page of Pentacles, there's a choice which direction to go, what to do. Something's going to be coming in fairly soon. And you have discernment, right? We talked about that with the Seven of Cups, with the Seven of Swords, and the Magician card here. So if, you just need to take your time when making a decision. If someone says, hey, I need you to make a decision within the hour. No. That's probably a no. Okay. Anything where you feel rushed or you feel absolutely obligated to make a decision before you feel like you're ready to make that commitment, it's probably a no. Okay. So just tune into your intuition, tune into your heart center, and really, really follow that guidance. Also, Spirit's going to be sending you signs. So watch out for those as well. Here we have the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, it's kind of like there's a sense of, I don't want to leave my safe spot. I feel safe here. I'm not really ready for change. I don't know what change looks like. What if it's worse than this over here? So yeah, there are some ideas here where you're kind of, doubtful that these changes can come into your life, that things will become better for you, but they actually will get better for you. So just give into the flow of life, give into this that had to come to an end, and try to release this feeling of it's something like doubt about the future. Yeah, the Chariot. See, you have some kind of decision that's gonna be have to be made pretty soon. That's coming up here, the Chariot card, and oh yeah, and look, remember I talked about the Chariot over here too. Okay, so you have two sevens, and then this is right next to the Seven of Swords. Yeah, see, you're gonna have some self-doubt with making the right decision when this new opportunity or these new opportunities come up. So I would say you're going to have at least two options to choose from. So it could be, let's say if you are looking for a new job and you're going to get two job offers because you have two here, you have two here. Let's see. Yeah. And you absolutely have a new beginning here. Okay. So first, and you have two here with safety. So first of all, you absolutely will make the correct decision. This ending, absolutely a blessing in disguise. Absolutely. Like I said, take your time making this decision. Do as much research as you can about these new opportunities. That will lead you to the correct choice. Also, ask Spirit, ask the universe, your higher power, whatever it is, for guidance, for signs, and you will be directed in the right way. Okay, let's see your last card here. The Ace of Swords, very interesting. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords. What I'm feeling here is a very powerful energy to say no to things that you don't want in your life, saying no to things that don't feel right, and also saying yes to things that do feel right. Okay, looking at things with clarity, a sense of clarity that you did not have here and probably could not have in this situation because it's so cloudy. Like this card just feels cloudy here. Okay, and here there's clarity, there's a sense of direction, there's a sense of a greater ability to see people's true intentions, okay? And to see the true intentions of a situation, okay? So don't be afraid to move forward. I feel like when you look back, you will see that you have learned a lot from the situation. So that is what we have here. You have quite a few extra cards here, but they came out, they fell out of the deck. And remember, I didn't really even shuffle. These cards fell out for you. So that's pretty amazing. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this and I wish you so much luck. Please like and subscribe if that resonates with you. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number 3. You have the flower agate, and your card is the golden egg. So first of all, there's something that's, I feel, about to be born in your life. So will you see positive changes in your life soon? Absolutely. This is representing that positive change, okay? Now, I feel like you're being pulled in a direction, or like your heart is trying to tell you something. There seems to be like an energetic pull towards something, or maybe in the beginning it's away from something, which will then lead you towards something, okay? But I feel like this is literally your golden egg opportunity, your golden egg moment, where things are going to change for you. Things are going to start looking up for you. There could be a blessing in disguise happening for you. I feel what's important here is to get a sense of, and maybe you already have this, but a sense of what you want in your life, a sense of direction, a sense of what would really feed your heart at this point. So that could be meditation, introspection, contemplation on things, right? But I absolutely feel like there's either going to be a new opportunity or a new idea that you have very soon, okay? I would say, I just heard at the most 3 months. Okay. So, I mean, to me, that's very soon. Other people, that may seem like 3 years. And I get it, when you're in a situation, 3 months can seem like forever. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not that far away is kind of what I'm feeling here. So let's look at your cards and see what we have for you. Okay. What else would you like to tell pile number 3? This is just one. Let's see. So we have seed. I think this was in pile number 1. And look, you have number 3. I told you there's something about 3. So it could be 3 months, because I did hear 3 months, but it could be like 3 weeks when you start to see things shift. But I really feel like within 3 months, things are going to start to change for you. I feel like I'm getting a sense of giving birth to, I'm telling you, it's like giving birth to a new idea, or somebody presenting you with a new opportunity within the next 3 months. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. And I feel like you're going to love this. I feel like it's going to feel like such a powerful shift for you. Like things are, okay, that's what it is. The shift starts with this new thing, but then from there, it's kind of like your whole life blossoms from that point forward, like we see up here. Like your whole world kind of blossoms into this really cool environment is what I got. Like a new environment for you. Shadow and dark moon. You know what I feel like is happening here? This is what's leaving, and this is what's coming in. That's exactly what I'm getting here. And it could be that you're in kind of a shadowy, dark place right now, because, I mean, just in general, when we look at the question, will you see positive changes in your life soon? I feel like this is you right now asking that question, okay, with the dark moon. And so the answer is yes, absolutely. There's a seed that's being planted as we speak that's going to start to bloom very soon, okay? It's like, it could be in the spring, okay? Or it could be the next season, okay? It could be the next new moon, but it's not that far off, okay? What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Decision. Ooh, this is very interesting. like I said, you're going to have a new idea or a new opportunity, and then you're going to have a decision that needs to be made. Okay. I feel like, right. Okay. I feel, okay, this is a little confusing to me, because from what I'm seeing, I'm saying like, well, why would this person not say yes to this opportunity? Right? Because it's like, it's almost written in the stars for you to say yes to this opportunity. Okay. And it's a fabulous opportunity. It's going to bring so many new things into your life and so much new growth. But that's me seeing what Spirit is showing me with this opportunity. So why would you question this opportunity? I guess is my question here. Why would you question this opportunity? It might seem too good to be true. I think as part of it. I think the other part of it is with the shadow here, you may feel like you're not deserving of this absolutely fabulous new idea. Okay. So definitely look into it when you get a new opportunity or a new idea. Make sure that it's on the up and up. Make sure that everything looks good. But first of all, you're going to make the right decision. Okay. And second of all, it's like, do you see how there's like a curtain here? It's like moving the curtain back and seeing what you deserve, okay? And saying yes to what you deserve. Okay, what else do you want to tell pile number 3? Okay, do you want to come out? So we're going to take these. Give and take. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So with give and take, there's a sense of a reciprocal environment, a reciprocal opportunity. Okay, so the environment, the opportunity. So let's say you have a new idea and your shadow side, this is just an example, okay? And your shadow side is saying, oh, this is a great idea, but I don't know if I can pull that off. You know, I don't know if I'm capable of that. Or let's say you get a new job opportunity and you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But why would they want me? Am I capable of learning all of that and doing that? Would I be successful with that? Okay. Yes. So there could be a sense of self-doubt. And so when I say that there's like this give and take, there's this reciprocal relationship in this new environment, it's reciprocal in the sense where you're going to see that you are worthy. You're going to see that you can do this, okay? And that you are worthy of this. At the same time, you're going to be seeing that you're getting a lot from this, that the situation, person, place, or thing, whatever it is going to, like they see something in you, they see something in your idea, your abilities, whatever it is. And there's this reciprocal relationship going on where it's like you giving into something, but then this situation, person, place, or thing giving back to you. So there's a lot of nourishment here. There's also a sense of growth. Like look at these 2 cards here, how you have the ladder here, and then here there's this, you know, structure with the fruit on it that's going up. Oops. So there's definitely like an upward trajectory of where you're going. Okay. So Spirit says reach for the stars and don't settle for less. You are deserving of everything that's coming your way. Okay. Because the shadow here you might question that sometimes, and you have what it takes to accomplish this. And also, this, whatever this is being put on your path at like precisely the perfect time. Self-determination, yeah, absolutely. This is, you know, what I've been seeing here, especially with like your shadow card and the card that I just talked about. You have what it takes. It may take a little bit of training. It may take a little bit of learning or researching or even acceptance that, yeah, you can do this. Yeah, you are meant to start something new. You are good enough to do this, to accomplish your hopes and your dreams, to make it happen. You have what it takes. But it's like, it's bigger than that. Like, there's a couple things going on here. So that's part of it. It's also finding an environment, finding people who appreciate you, because what I'm seeing is that you have so much to offer to, you know, a person, whether this is a relationship or a job or friends, family, whatever it is, you have a lot to offer, and you're about to be stepping into an environment where you're going to be appreciated, whether that's a new job, relationship, or let's say you're starting a business. You have this idea that you want to bring to life. So you have a lot to offer, okay? And people are going to want what you have to offer, and it's going to be appreciated, okay? So there's balance coming in. Okay. What else would you like to say to pile number 3, please? We are asking, will you see positive changes in your life soon? The Justice card. So you might have a decision to make soon, like we have here with decision, okay? You may be signing some kind of legal paperwork soon. So this could be, you know, a new job opportunity. This could be moving into a new home or a new office. For some of you, I see breaking away from a contract. So this could be a marriage for some of you. Maybe some of you are going through a divorce. And if that's the case, well, actually, no matter what the case is, like, let's say that you need to fill out your exit paperwork at a job. Okay, that could be what this is too. Okay, something legal. So if it's that, or a divorce, or whatever it is, if it's ending one thing and starting something new, it's like an opportunity being born from an ending, which is then creating this new beginning. Okay. But it seems like whatever environment you may have been in previously, or maybe you're on your way out of this right now, that it created some sort of doubt for some reason, okay? So I'm seeing that this is really the only thing that would be holding you back from reaching your dreams, okay? Yeah, because I'm hearing now to kind of get rid of that, like let that dissipate, that self-doubt. And it will start to dissipate more and more as you move forward with this new idea, situation, or opportunity that's coming in here. This is going to slowly dissipate. Okay, then we have the Empress card. Well, this is sure interesting because here, this is number 3 and this is number 3. And you have number 3 here, so you have 3, 3, 3. Okay, so this could be 3 things coming into your life. This could be, again, it could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. I think 3 years is way too long. Okay, I'm not seeing anything happening that far out for you. I mean, you could still be going through changes and up-leveling and things like that at 3 years, but this is not going to take 3 years. 3 months, yes, that's possible. I would say at the most, you might see phases. So 3 months, 3 months, 3 months of this situation coming in here. But positive changes are absolutely going to happen. You have the Justice card, you have the Empress card here. So what's happening here with these 2 cards is things that are no longer fitting with your new journey going forward with this new idea, they're going to start to fall away. Okay. And you're going to start to find more balance in your life. And then what is coming in from that is greatness, okay? Equality, okay? A sense of balance, a sense of purpose, a sense of feeling, I just heard feeling adequate, like feeling like I'm deserving of this. I know I can do this. I can accomplish things. And then once you start to see things shifting for you, I feel like it's really going to boost your self-confidence and you're going to have even more ideas. There could be something where you need to research something or learn something in order to reach your highest potential here, but I don't feel like that's going to be a problem for you. Yeah, so if you have like a new idea or a new opportunity, there could be something with training or learning like a new skill or something like that, but it's not like going to school. It's like reading a book or watching like a video on, on your computer or something like that, something that can absolutely be self-taught basically, or taking like, a 2-hour class or something like that. Okay. And here we have the King of Swords. Okay, let me look at this King of Swords. There's an energy trying to come through here. What is this energy? Okay. It has to do with this decision that you're going to be making. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. Remember, I think I said this earlier with the golden egg about what is your heart trying to tell you? Okay. That's connected to the King of Swords card here. So, when you go forward, when you have this decision to make, as you're kind of shifting from over here to your new environment, your new idea, it's very important to be very discerning when you're making this decision. But what's as equally as important as that is to listen to your heart. Okay, what is your heart trying to tell you? Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, but at the same time, be very clinical in your examination of how things look and how things actually are. Because by doing all of that all at one time, or with each situation, with the opportunity that's coming in for you, you'll be making the right decision. Okay, and you'll be able to determine if something does not feel right or if you're deserving of something better. And while you're doing that research, while you are looking into things, something is going to like strike you. Okay, because do you see this light that's kind of hitting the sword here? Right here, it's going to be like a flash of intuition where you're going to know absolutely beyond a doubt what the best decision is moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah. So once you know without a doubt what that decision is, what's going to happen is you make that decision and you stick to it. You feel very confident. You feel very secure with this decision, and you start to move forward. And this is really when things start to shift for you. So I'm curious what you have after this. Okay, so now we're back to the decision. Okay, so with this is basically what I was saying with the King of Swords here. You want to listen to your heart, your intuition, take your time. Okay, if someone tells you I need a decision within the hour, that might be a no, okay? Because anytime you feel so much pressure to make a decision, unless you know, right? Unless you absolutely know, no, this is it. Like, I don't need time to think about it. But if it's like, well, this is a maybe, do not be pressured into anything, because that is a sign that maybe that's not meant for you. Whatever this is, you need to be able to take the time to discern different things going on here, okay? Things that may be going on that you can't see, like forthright, and you need to do some research to see what's going on behind you, okay? So you can have confidence, though, that once you make this decision, you made the right decision, as long as you do the work beforehand, okay? Then we have the Seven of Wands. So with the Seven of Wands, what I'm seeing here is that you have, for one reason or another, you have a different perspective on things, right? And it could be because of what I just explained to you. Because look at your decision card here, how you're way up here and you're moving the curtain back so that you can see what you previously could not see. which is what we see here. This person is sitting here, the king, but he can't see what's behind him, okay? So it's with the Seven of Wands, shifting your focus, getting a different perspective on things, making sure that you evaluate every single piece of an opportunity, okay? Like here, look at your golden egg. And you see all the intricacies going on here. It's like evaluating every single little dot that you have here. And that's what's going to lead you to the perfect place, the perfect idea. Okay. So it could be that these positive changes that you're going to see, it could be that you just need to connect the dots and make sure that all the dots are connected. And that's when things are going to start to flow for you. Okay. The Queen of Wands. There's a great sense of power here in starting something, in whatever this new opportunity is, it could absolutely be something related to work, or environment in general, okay? Which would also then be work. But look at, like, do you see this back here? It's reminding me of the golden egg. It's like this has been cracked open, and this is kind of like an outer shell or something like that. It's like you're now immersed in this idea. You're protected with this idea, and there's movement forward. There's growth. There's a lot of I'm feeling your heart is in this. Whatever it is, your heart is in it 100%. This is a great move for you. So part of what could be happening with you when we ask, will you see positive changes in your life soon? It could be that you're feeling sedentary because it's not the right time yet, right? The egg does not hatch until it's the perfect time. But what's inside the egg knows when it's time to come out of the egg, when it's time for the egg to hatch, right? So I think for you, this could just be a timing issue where things, start to come together. But when they come together, or anything that you look at, Spirit says you need to make sure that it's in your heart, that this is truly, truly what you want moving forward. Because I feel like by doing that, you're going to see some huge transformations in your life. I feel like you will have great abundance coming into your life on multiple levels if you follow your heart. Okay. The Six of Cups. Like I said, follow your heart. Okay. What I'm getting with this, I just heard that something could happen out of the blue. It just, like today you're thinking, oh, when is this going to happen? And then tomorrow this opportunity just shows up. Okay. It's something that you've been hoping for a little while. It's something that you have looked for, or you've been looking at, right? So if you're trying to create something, it's like you've been looking at this and you've been trying to get it going, get it off the ground, or you've been trying to manifest something. You've had this vision for a while and you've been trying to bring it to life. I feel it's going to happen soon for you. Okay. Absolutely. And so something's going to present itself to you, and that's when this decision comes in, where you're going to have to make a decision, yes or no. Okay. Like with the Justice card, weighing your options. So yeah, you might have, like two options coming in, and you're going to have to choose between one or the other. Okay. That could be what's going on here too, but you're going to make the right decision. Okay. The Page of Swords. So interesting. You have the Page of Swords and the King of Swords here. So you're definitely looking for something. And like I said, you might have one or two options that come in for you, but you also will have the ability to make the right decision. I'm feeling like you will be able to make this decision fairly quickly. You'll be able to look at how things feel. Okay, I really get a sense that you're kind of feeling the energy of things, kind of like we see here with the Two of Swords. It's like this person has a blindfold on, and so it's like, okay, what am I feeling? Does this feel right? Kind of how we're pulling the curtain back here so we can see things, right? And with the moon, that's representing your intuition. So absolutely, it's like listening to your intuition. And if something doesn't feel right, do not accept that. Okay. So Spirit says, don't be afraid to wait for the perfect opportunity to come in, because it is going to happen for you. It just requires a little bit of patience and a little bit of time. The Page of Wands. Yeah. And again, it's something that needs to resonate with your heart. Don't be afraid to say no to something if it's not completely resonating with your heart. Okay. That is what's going to bring these positive changes in for you. Whatever this new opportunity is that you finally accept with the Queen of Wands, it's going to open up all these new avenues for you, including your sense of creativity, a sense of balance, a sense of like determination to keep going. The Temperance card. So with the Temperance card, I feel that once you make a decision, well, okay, first of all, you're not gonna, okay. Even though Spirit says make sure you evaluate things and look at things before making a decision, Spirit is also saying at the same time that you are going to make the right decision. So don't worry about that. And I'm feeling like this situation, opportunity, whatever it is, it's going to be happening soon, right? And so it seems like that's kind of the beginning where you're saying like, well, if this would happen, I would see positive changes soon, right? That's what you're saying. That's what you're hoping for. But Spirit is saying, no, that is correct. Like once this presents itself, things are going to shift for you and things are going to become much easier for you. There's going to be a sense of anxiety kind of just going out of your life. Like you're not worried about things anymore. It's a feeling of things coming together, things flowing, things like everything aligning perfectly. So it starts with this, and then after this, one thing after another starts to align and starts to come into your life, and everything just really lines up for you, like perfectly. And we have the Five of Pentacles. This is interesting. So the solution to your problem is so close to you. I really feel like it's not that far away. Okay. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open for signs. Someone might not mysteriously, but might all of a sudden come into your life who can give you an idea or present an opportunity to you. So let's say if you're looking for a new job, you might all of a sudden have a friend who says, oh, wait a minute, I know this company that's hiring and you would be perfect. You would be a great addition to that company. Or, you happen to go on a different website looking for a job and this job was just posted and you apply. There's something going on, and it might not be a job opportunity. I'm just using that as an example because that's something that we can all probably relate to. But this opportunity, this idea, this last little dot, because remember we're talking about connecting the dots here, it is so close to you. So don't give up. Things are going to come together very, very soon for you. I would say definitely you're going to see something happening. I would say probably within 3 weeks to 3 months, okay, depending on your individual situation. So yeah, I wish you luck with this. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.